My name is Gary Fidler. I am a Army veteran. I was in the military for just about 12 years. I was a Black Hawk crew chief, flight instructor. I'm a father of 4 boys and a husband. For over a decade, I was dealing with depression and PTSD. I tried many different avenues. I tried like clinical therapy, different programs with the Wounded Warrior Project and different veteran organizations. But I guess nothing ever seemed to stick. I never felt like I had the tools to be the husband or the father or the person that I wanted to be, because PTSD and depression kind of always ended up resurfacing. I wasn't able to hold on to the good days, or I didn't have the tools to get through those days. And I think that's what I was looking for when I applied for the Warriors Ascent. So my overall experience was outstanding. I was very reluctant at first. I'd been dealing with everything, like I said, for over a decade. And so I tried numerous different things to try to be okay. And so I went into this with an open mind, and a lot of the mentors and the staff, they're like, just trust the process. And so I did. But yeah, I was very reluctant. I felt like I wasn't going to be understood, or I wasn't going to be accepted. But as the time went on and the days went by, I felt more and more accepted, more and more like I was understood, and like it was a family kind of. So yeah, it was a really good experience. The tools that I felt helped me the most were the self-care, the yoga and meditation, the healthy eating. I think there was one other, it's not going to mind right now, but yeah, so I use those daily. And I think of those, the mindfulness and the yoga and the meditation are kind of the most powerful for me, because it allows me to kind of process all the things that are constantly going through my mind. All the things that I've been through and done in the military, all the personal problems that kind of stem from those things. But yeah, and then so the community, it was unique, because being a veteran in a in the civilian world now, not around military people. I personally, it feels like nobody's gonna understand me. Nobody's gonna, if I go out into the world, and I act normal for me, it's gonna seem like I'm being disrespectful, or that I guess disrespectful is kind of the big one for me. But yeah, so being there, I met, I think Carrie was the first one I met, and instantly, he's like, hey brother, how was this? How are you doing? And it felt genuine. Whereas I feel like in the civilian community, it's you don't often get that, or if you do, it's for their own gain, or and it's not genuine. So that for me was incredibly helpful. Thinking that hey, nobody's gonna understand if I talk about these things, I'm gonna seem like I'm crazy, or that that I need to be in some kind of facility. And I think that was kind of the other thing for me. I mentioned before that I've tried inpatient, and I think just having the experiences that I've had in the military, like that type of environment was more hurtful than it was helpful, because you go in there with the idea that you're going to get help, but then you feel almost like a prisoner, and being there, you're in this open community, and you kind of, if you want, you can come and go as you need. So that was a big plus for me, just the acceptance and the understanding, I guess, is the big one. So the program's 5 days. Of course, I think all of us in the program, we're very weary of being okay just after 5 days. But the mentors, they reiterated time and time again, just trust the process. Day by day, it seemed to get a little easier and easier, and just hearing, being in that community and hearing other people talk about things that they've been through, and finding the common ground, and just realizing that, hey, I'm okay in this place, and I can talk about the things that I've been through, because these are my peers, and they will understand. And all the self-doubt about, well, if I talk about this, they're gonna think I'm crazy. Well, it didn't happen there, because, like I said, everybody understands, because they've been through a lot of similar things. And so day by day, lesson by lesson, it starts to kind of set in, and it's for sure the best 5 days that I've ever been through, to help me through everything that I've been through, both in the military and while I was out trying to become myself again, to overcome PTSD and depression. So my advice would be, don't give up. I know for me personally, I think a few months prior to going to the program, I was deep into, self-harm, not really self-harm, but the suicidal thoughts. And, I bought a pistol for that purpose. And for me, thankfully, I have my wife and my kids, and I'm grateful that kind of gave me the purpose to stay here. But yeah, I guess just don't give up. And the thoughts that are going through your mind aren't reality. PTSD and depression truly transform your mind. And there is help, and there are people who truly care. And this program is all of that.